Today in the Highground, we're reviewing the final episode of Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Oh my god!
That just happened, right?
That just happened.
That ending just happened.
That just happened.
Holy fuck.
What's up, Highgrounders? Or, I don't want to say Highgrounders. Hey, what's up? Welcome to a new episode.
What's up, nerf herders?
No, they're not nerf herders.
No, it's not. It's not a nice thing to say.
No. I don't think I would want to call anyone a
Ruffy looking
nerf herder.
No?
I think that's like an insult.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
I would never say that to my special family, my Star Wars family.
Well, maybe I could, but I don't know.
I don't know. You're more of the aggressive type.
That's
more
right.
Outspoken.
Oh, Quill. Totally forgot about that guy.
I know. It seems like so long ago he was with us.
How long ago in a galaxy far, far away.
But now we have new characters, and we're moving on, and we'll see where this takes us, because we're doing the final episode of Season 2.
Uh-huh.
Remember the name of the title?
The Rescue.
Rescue.
Chapter 16.
Mm-hmm. And is it this episode? Is it the rescuing Grogu, or that they're being rescued by you know who?
I think it just falls to everybody. You know, they're being rescued. Grogu's being rescued. You could say he's being rescued twice, if you would. I don't know if that's being.
This is true.
Rescued.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just so many.
Everyone's trying to get rescued by somebody.
So many things to talk about.
The Dark Troopers were trying to rescue Moff.
Yeah,
failed.
that's it. Yeah,
no.
They failed. Yeah, there you go. Oh my god. All right, well, let's get started. Why not? Let's start.
So it starts off right off the bat with Slave One going after this Imperial shuttle.
Right.
Like everyone's in there trying to.
And yes, Dr. Pershing's in there with these two Imperial pilots.
Pilots, yeah.
What a jerk that first pilot is. I swear
yeah.
to God.
I want to know where he was when Alderaan got.
He was such an asshole. Like, how did he survive?
I don't know.
The destruction of the first Death Star.
Survived. He got blasted in the face by Kara.
No. But he said, "I saw your planet. I was on the Death Star." And then she asked him which one, and he was like, "Oh, you're cute." But he does get his comeuppance because he got shot in the face because he's such an asshole. He shoots his other co-pilot.
Did that laser blast hit Pershing in the ear?
I think it was so close that it probably like singed his ear, or it was so loud that it kind of hurt his ear. I
gotta look at it again because it looked like it actually got him right in the ear.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or like the part. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it went too fast, and I kind of thought that happened. And so like the crew, they get information off of him. They find out that the Dark Troopers are Phase 3.
Phase 3, and that they're droids, and that they're no longer any organic material within them. They're just droids.
Yeah.
You're right.
So that was like some good information that we got off of it. But we still didn't get much more on why they needed Baby Grogu's
M count.
There's M count. Yeah. I don't know why I say DNA. M count.
M count, because we're not gonna say the other word.
No. Which one? What word now?
What word?
Midi-chlorians.
Is it metachlorians or medichlorians?
Medichlorians.
Oh god, I hate it.
Pedichlorians.
Pedichlorian. Let me get a pedichlorian.
Can I get a pedichlorian, please?
Oh my god.
That was a joke.
No, that's manichlorians.
Yeah, what? A manichlorian?
Manichlorians and then pedichlorians.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, buddy. Come on.
That's what Jedis do. They get manichlorians and pedichlorians.
Oh my god.
They get the shuttle, right? And then they go get Bo-Katan.
Yes.
And there's an awesome... you see the ship, like the Mandalorian ship. I keep forgetting the name of that ship.
Oh yeah, I like their ship designs. It's kind of reminiscent to whose ship was like that too? Oh, Darth Maul's in Episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like
Darth
that
Maul
too.
ship.
Right.
Kind of like a variation to it.
I just like how the wings go like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's always cool.
They're pretty long wings too. Like.
Yeah.
They sound. And what happened to Axe Wolves?
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Is
I don't know.
Is he with the other Mandalorians or is he with the other ship?
Maybe he was sent away to do an errand or something. I don't know.
I know. He's probably somewhere. It's so interesting that he wasn't there.
Right.
And I keep forgetting Sasha Banks' character name.
I don't know who. Something weird. But I do like the little fight between her and Boba.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That was a clean fight.
Yeah, they go to this like little cantina in this like remote world, which I don't know where it is, but it's pretty awesome. You see those big factories. They get to Bo-Katan, and Sasha Banks and Boba Fett get into like a fight between each other. For some reason, I guess Boba Fett was saying that the planet was completely blasted.
Yeah, and then they're also kind of making fun of him or not making fun, but like they're really lacing it into him that he's not a real Mandalorian, and that armor is stolen or whatnot. And really,
not stolen.
Well, however they think, it's not legitimate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I guess she didn't like the fact that he was talking shit about the
Mandalore, yeah.
So that was interesting to me. That like how she's like, oh, I've heard your voice before 1,000 times.
Oh yeah, that was cool because when you think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. She's not lying there.
Mm-hmm. Nope. And so they start fighting against each other, and all of a sudden she's like, no, we can't fight because this is the reason why we kept losing against
the imps.
Okay, so they make a plan. They get out of there, and they put everyone into the shuttle, and Boba's chasing them, and he's trying to make it seem like he's after them.
Yes, and they're kind of making it seem like they're in distress and they need immediate
boarding.
There you go. Yeah.
Onto the
light cruiser.
Mm-hmm. And it seemed like Moff was kind of hesitant on letting them on there.
It kind of seemed like he knew something was up from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Moff he's a smart guy. Mm-hmm. So wouldn't he be like, okay, I just sent Dr. Persian out, and now he's missing. Mm-hmm. And the shuttle, which I only have like 3 of them in this light cruiser, is coming back, and a voice I do not recognize because my light cruiser is being manned by a fraction of what it should be. And he was this agent who kind of knows a lot of things. Mm-hmm. I think he knew, like, there was a couple of things in his head, like, all right, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
This is fishy.
Like he ran to
deploy, and he wanted to deploy the TIE fighters all quickly.
So they get into the ship, and all of a sudden, Boba Fett takes off, like out of there.
This goes, I love it.
So like the girls come out, and they're like blasting their way through.
Yes. Now I gotta say, this is girl power done right. Mm-hmm. When I was watching this, I wasn't looking at them like, oh, they're all girls. Of course they're all girls. This is girl power. Blah, blah. No, I was like, hell yeah, these girls are freaking, these women, these warrior women, kicking ass. They're doing this, they're doing that, and
they're freaking, yeah.
They're mowing everybody down. This 20 minutes did a lot better than what the last sequel trilogy tried to do with like Rey and Rose.
Yeah, I agree with you. They did so much, but like I'm in love with Cara Dune.
Yeah.
With Fennec Shan. Bo-Katan and Sasha Banks, which I can't remember. Right. But they're just like the way they go into the ship, the way they're just blasting their way in there. It just I was like in complete like amazement on how awesome they are. They're just
these girls have history.
Yeah.
These ladies, these women have history.
I kind of feel like if you write Star Wars the right way, you can make any character like a badass.
Yes.
And you don't have to be cheesy. You don't have to be over the top to like say like, oh, this is how you have to do it. It's like, no, they went in there. They did their job, and it was just so cool.
They didn't have to be related to anybody.
Hmm?
They weren't like so blatant and out there that this is us. We're doing this. No, they're just doing it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, I got that feel from the last sequel trilogy. You know, and you could clearly see it in a lot of sequences. Rey this, Rey that. I do love Daisy Ripley. I think she's amazing and all that. But just like they kept on pushing the character for girl power and all that, and it didn't do so good.
Yeah, but just like it, I feel like there's a right way of doing it. It's even for like characters. There's no characters when they just like try to push too much testosterone.
Yeah, exactly.
Too much at times.
Mm-hmm.
It's really annoying. And I mean, it goes for every character.
Absolutely.
Huh. So when they stormed into the ship, they were just mowing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's something that like almost I always dreamed of to see.
I liked how when the shuttle opened, it wasn't like, oh yeah, hey guys, how you doing? And then it was just bam, 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 bam from the get-go. Yeah.
Especially Cara. She's just like, I'm mowing everyone in my way.
There you go. I love it.
She had problems with her gun where it jammed, right? And she's like, they're like, oh, you want me to help you fix it? No, boom, smash it.
Yeah, there you go.
You fix it. I'm like, hell yeah.
Just in the nick of time to shoot some more guys, dude.
She got out of the elevator. It's just mowing all these storms.
Yeah. And the whole thing with Mando trying to get rid of the Dark Troopers as they're powering up and all that. Oh my god, that was intense.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I was like, holy shit. So Mando he's trying to get to the Dark Troopers and he's trying to lock them in.
Yeah, get rid of them before they can even come to play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get there in time because one of them still gets out.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the Dark Troopers is out there. And Mando has no chance with him. He's getting his ass kicked.
Especially when he was socking him in the face.
Hmm?
My god.
Oh, I was like, holy shit, that's gonna collapse any second.
Oh, Jesus, dude. I felt it. I felt that. Felt every punch.
If he was wearing regular Stormtrooper armor, his face would be spaghetti by now.
Oh, yeah. Dude, for sure.
That was pretty insane. But yeah, I was glad that spear came in handy and was able to kill the Dark Trooper or destroy it. He makes his way to the cell where Grogu's at. After he ejects everyone into space, all the Dark Troopers.
Yeah, all the other Dark Troopers. Which at first I'm like, oh, like, come on, dude.
I thought that was it.
It kind of felt like when Game of Thrones with the Golden Company, that you hear so much stuff about them, and then there they are, and then they don't do nothing. Mm-hmm. At first, I was like, "Oh, dude, you serious?"
Yeah.
But then later on, they kind of still don't do nothing.
Well, they're trying to break down the door.
But they still don't do nothing, if you know what I mean.
No,
they're there.
Just there for target.
Yeah.
And so,
we'll get to that later.
No, Mando gets to the prison cell where Grogu's at.
The break, yeah.
And he opens the door, and of course, Moff Gideon's there. He's waiting for him. He has the Darksaber floating it around Grogu, and Grogu looks so tired and so sad and so exhausted, I guess, from all the testing that they've been doing.
Oh yeah.
And so we have Gideon telling them like, "Oh yeah, go ahead. Like, you want him? Just take him. I just want to get out of here. You know, I really don't care about what's going on. Just take the baby and you'll be fine." Mm-hmm. And I believed him. I was like, "Oh shit."
For a moment there, yeah.
And I was kind of like, "Should I believe him?" Nah. I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, Mando. Go get the baby." And Moff Gideon was like, fuck this. I'm gonna get him. He fell from.
Oh, what a sneaky guy!
You fool! You fell from.
And then they have like this little, and they have this little duel, you know, which we've been anticipating for quite some time, and I didn't think it was long enough.
Yeah, they get into a fight, and of course Mando's using the spear, blocking all the shots.
Right,
And
and
I love that scene too. It's pretty awesome.
it does it kind of seem that the Darksaber could possibly cut through the Beskar if left on a seat at a point.
I think it can't cut through pure Beskar, because that's what
like
Bo-Katan said earlier. It can't cut through pure Beskar, and that's
what
Mando was able to block all the shots because he has pure Beskar on.
Yeah.
Harvested from Mandalore.
So he defeats him.
Gets him, and I guess that's the reason why Bo-Katan wanted to fight Gideon first.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to beat him to get the Darksaber and have be the heiress to Mandalore.
Because she already was gifted to it, or she was gifted it once by Sabine. And apparently you can't do it again, because then everyone's gonna think like, "Oh, look at this guy," or "Look at this girl." Like, what's wrong with her?
That's the reason, why a lot of people were okay with giving her the spear. I mean, the Darksaber. Like, here's the Darksaber. All the clans were like, "Yeah, take it. Like, you deserve it." And apparently, that's not how it works. Like,
no,
you have to defeat that person that has the Darksaber in order to gain the power.
I just like how Gideon's just there, like he's all beat up, and he's like, "Yeah, and this,
fight,
and that,
fight each other, do it."
Yeah, dude, I just love how how sly and how devious he is, even when he's defeated.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so, he goes up to they go up to Bo-Katan. They give him Gideon, and Gideon's like, "Oh yeah, like." Oh, you want the Darksaber? Like, you can't have it. You have to, like...
It doesn't work that way.
And she's, like, just there, kind of pissed off, going, like, "Oh, man, it was mine. How dare you, like..."
Yeah, she was giving him, like, a sinister look. Like, such a pissed off look.
Yeah. So at this point, it's getting really tense between them. And the alarms start going off, and... Next thing you know, we have all these dark troopers to show up.
Yeah, they're coming back. They were sucked out of space, but then, they're coming back. And they want vengeance. They want to protect Gideon. Yeah.
And he was super happy that they were coming back, and he was kind of smirking that everyone was coming in there and just getting ready to kill all those intruders. And it looks like, I mean, it's bad enough that Mando had a hard time with one of them.
There's a whole platoon.
With a platoon of them, no way they're gonna get out. And there's no way of getting out there. Like, they would have to break the glass in order to go into space. But then again, if you do that, where is Grogu gonna go?
That's true. Yeah.
Doesn't have a suit, or Fennec Shan, or Cara Dune. Right? So they're kind of screwed. And so at this point, they seem like they're done for. The
troopers, the dark troopers are they're slamming through the door. And it's very reminiscent. When I was watching that, I was thinking like, "How is this possible? That should hold them." I was all that stupid little episode 1 Phantom Menace, lingo and dialogue came into my mind.
Are the droids the cod?
Yeah. But then what do we see? What else comes our way?
After that, there's another alarm, and this is probably the part that got me. And we see an X-wing fly into the shot. He shows up on the X-wing. He doesn't respond to anything. He doesn't say anything. He could have said something, but he didn't. And he goes into the ship, and we see this cloaked figure walking down the aisles, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
"What the heck is going on?"
Yeah.
And he starts going ham on the Dark Troopers. Like,
Now,
really.
as soon as that green lightsaber came up,
Mhm.
and I saw the hilt, I saw like the handle.
Mhm.
I knew exactly who it was,
Yeah.
and I was beyond excited.
Right.
But I gotta say, I was spoiled before I watched the episode.
Yeah. I know.
We'll
All right.
go into that later, though.
Again, now or should we wait?
No. Wait until we,
Yeah.
say who it is.
So, yeah, like my initial reaction when I saw this was, I was completely, I was kind of like watching it with Marlon, and we're like kind of like, I'm like, oh my god, 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 and then my tears started rolling down. Like, it can't be him, it can't be him.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then I saw the green lightsaber,
Mhm.
on the screen. I'm like, holy crap, and I just kept repeating that over and over again, and I'm like, it's Luke, it has to be Luke. And then when he was walking by, I guess in this big open area
Yeah.
where they have a bunch of containers, and you see him kind of with his lightsaber to the side, and you see the hilt, and I was like, oh my god, it's fucking Luke. And I was like bawling.
And he just cuts through those guys like nothing.
Like butter.
Yeah. Yep.
Knife through butter. Taking them all out. And that was so cool.
And then when they finally let him in, and he finally...
There's one scene. There was like that Rogue One scene for like Darth Vader. It's kind of like mimicking father like son. Remember that part?
Oh yeah, that he was just like having them come up to him and slashing him and all that stuff through that hallway.
And slashing him. It just seems so cool because
that was nuts.
Yeah, it was like they're mirroring like what Lucas always says. Like they rhyme. Like it's like poetry.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's going crazy on these. Like this is like the Luke Skywalker that I've always wanted to see.
He's having fun. Imagine like how much fun hasn't he had in a while?
It's always been to me where if you give people, people that love Star Wars, that know how to do Star Wars right, the balance between everything is just amazing. Like,
oh yeah.
Eyes, music, the tiny details, of like everything that blows up and like the mythology behind it. It makes Star Wars such an amazing. It's just what made me love Star Wars in the beginning,
Yes.
And this moment really realized, like, it made me want. It just made me appreciate what I loved about Star Wars. And I'm getting emotional just right now, just thinking about it, because like, Luke has always been one of my favorite characters. He's always been like that hopeful, like the person that gives you, I mean, I was born as an only child,
right,
and I was always alone, and so growing up with Star Wars, it really helped me like kind of be confident and know that I could accomplish anything. It's like, and I felt it was like kind of like the same thing with Luke. Luke started off on his own, and you can see him when he looks out into the twin suns, and he's always kind of like there to see if there's anything more for him. And that was like that's how I felt,
Well, Luke is supposed to be the personification of the viewer. We're Luke. We are on this adventure with him throughout the first trilogy and all that, and he's been a sub character in the latest trilogy, and it didn't do him justice. But this did him justice.
Oh my god, yes.
When he derobed and all that stuff, and oh my god. And then when R2 came out,
that was like the cherry on top.
That was the cherry on top. That R2 came out, dude.
They didn't have to bring him out, and he just comes out, and I'm like, holy crap.
And he looked kind of weird because, of course, it had to be young Luke. Couldn't have old Mark Hamill there. I would have I wouldn't have cared if it was old Mark Hamill.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me. The CG didn't bother me.
And CG didn't really bother me. I could tell, but I'm like, dude, just put Mark Hamill there. Who cares? Of all the speculation and all that stuff, like who's the Jedi gonna be and who's gonna rescue or who's gonna take Grogu and all that stuff, I gotta say, Luke is the best choice.
Yeah.
Mando and Grogu have a very touching, farewell, in which Mando takes off his helmet. And, this is like the first time the Grogu is actually seeing what's underneath the helmet.
Yeah, Mando's face.
Yeah. And they have a very touching moment there. And, it brings a tear to you. I was already, tearing up because of Luke and R2-D2. But, there was a third. Mm-hmm. There was a third tear for that.
I was bawling. My eyes were still red. And it's just it was so much emotion.
Right. Huh? Well, there you go. And then Grogu leaves with Luke, and they just, cut off.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be more of a, oh, no, all right, well, what now?
Yeah. It just leaves it like that.
It just leaves like that, and then this is the first time that we've seen actual black screen credits. Mm-hmm. No, no clip art. I'm sorry, concept art. None of that. And, we get a little thing at the end. Mm-hmm. Post-credit scene. And it's
on Tatooine.
It's on Tatooine, Jabba's palace.
And
we see that Bib Fortuna's on the throne now. And he looks... He survived. Not only did he survive, he looks so gross now.
Yeah.
His...
Not there's anything bad, but he just got huge. He let himself go.
That little tentacle thing that looked gross from the get-go was even more swollen and full, and oh my god, it just looked so weird. He looked nasty. Mm-hmm. He was more shiny too.
But he was the new crime boss.
I guess so. I guess he was a new crime boss. How did that happen? There was no other Hutts to be,
It's kind of weird.
Trying to take over the power vacuum.
There has to be more Hutts.
Right.
Maybe there is. We'll find out in the next season. Maybe there's a baby Hutt. Baby the Hutt.
No, they already tried doing that with the Clone Wars animated movie.
So yeah, Fennec Shan shows up and killing all of Bib Fortuna's
henchmen.
And then Boba shows up and stands right in front of the trap door, and shoots Bib Fortuna right in the chest.
Yeah.
Goes up there, throws him off the chair, which is one of my favorite scenes, and sits down like Conan, dude.
Like Conan the Barbarian, dude. Oh my god. It's
Boba Fett the Barbarian.
It's good, dude. I can't wait for it, and it's coming in a year. Mm-hmm. So much Star Wars stuff coming in for 2001. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, 2021.
And we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We're going to have a video on that.
We're going to have a video on that.
Get more information before we actually talk about it. I feel like it's too early right now, and there's not much out there. But we could talk about what the information we have.
Yes. So this was the second episode of, what's his name?
Peyton Reed.
Peyton Reed. So, ranking. What would you rank it now?
11 out of 10.
11 out of 10.
11
okay.
10.
All right. I'll give it...
Emotion.
I'll give it 10 out of 10 spotchkas.
Nice. Yeah. You're drunk.
Yeah, I'm going to be wasted after that. And this is going to surpass all the episodes from the season, both seasons?
I think so. I really think so. It's up there. It's my number one spot, just because Luke Skywalker is amazing.
Right. I gotta say, yeah, I'm up there with you, dude. It's done it. It's done it.
Yeah. We did it. We made it.
We've made it through one more season.
I know. Thank you so much for joining us for season 2 of The Mandalorian. Can't wait for season 3 so we can talk about it more. We will do longer recaps of each episode before we get to the main one, before next year, before we get to the main season 3. So like that. Hopefully you guys can join us and be a part of that.
All right. Well, anything else we have to say before we head out?
We're good.
Okay. Well, like we said, share, like, subscribe, or like, share, subscribe, and then follow us on Instagram at the Highground Pod. Like us. Be that person who gives us the thumbs up, not the person who gives us the thumbs down. Hate that guy.
If you're gonna give us a thumbs down, at least let us know what we did wrong. So like that.
Comment.
Comment.
Yeah.
Let what we did wrong so we can fix it.
You know, Adrian talks a little too much. Okay, all right. There we go. Maybe we can fix it.
All right. Everyone have a good night. May the force be with you.
Sound off.
Good night, everyone.